The Out to Play event features new shinies, Hisuian Growlithe and Arcanine, updates to routes and much more. But how can you get the best out of the event? Well, in this video I'll go through everything you need to know for the event, and I'll go through my thoughts and tips to help you make the most of it. The Out to Play event runs from September 27th at 10 AM until October 2nd at 8 PM. The bonuses for the event will be 3 times XP for completing routes, faster buddy hearts when exploring routes with your buddy, and Kecleon will be appearing more frequently at Pokestops. The wild encounters will be Psyduck, Growlithe, Onix, Eevee, Phoebus, Woobat, Pawmi, and rare spawn Arcanine. Hisuian Growlithe will be able to be shiny for the first time in Pokemon Go, and it will be hatching from 2km and 7km eggs. It will also be obtainable from field research encounters alongside Hisuian Sneasel, Hisuian Quillfish, and Pawmi. There will be a free timed research rewarding encounters with Hisuian Growlithe, as well as some items and Stardust. There will also be a paid timed research that will be available in the shop for $2, and from this research you will get 6 Hisuian Growlithe encounters, 5 Cantonian Growlithe encounters, 2 incubators, and a super incubator. Growlithe and Hisuian Growlithe showcases will be taking place during the event, and there'll be a new Hisuian Growlithe wig for your avatar. There will also be some improvements to routes for the event, with increased route availability, a lower level requirement for trainers to create routes, and some quality of life updates including seeing more routes on the nearby, directional arrows on routes, and a count of Zygarde cells you have collected in the Zygarde cube. So here are my thoughts and tips. Hisuian Growlithe will be able to be shiny, but unlike past events, its shiny rate won't be increased when hatched from eggs, so bear that in mind when spending Pokecoins on incubators. And also, Hisuian Growlithe won't be the only Pokemon in the eggs, it will be part of an egg pool, so you might not hatch many Hisuian Growlithe in the first place, let alone a shiny. For this reason, I would recommend focusing Hisuian Growlithe encounters from field research if possible. But if you are hatching eggs, remember to open gifts after the event has started to get a 7km egg that has the event egg pool. As 2 out of 3 of the event bonuses are route based, and there are going to be some updates to routes, it's probably one of the better times to be doing routes. To create a route, if you are high enough level, you can tap on your profile, swipe to the Me tab, and scroll down to the route section. If you are eligible to create a route, you will be able to do so by tapping on create a new route. To create the route, you must select a start and an end point at a Pokestop or at a gym, and then you have to walk between the start and the end point so you can map out the route for the game. Once you have mapped out your route, you can then submit it to Niantic for review. Some tips for creating routes is that the start and the end point can be the same Pokestop or gym, so you only need one of these to be able to make a route. Your routes need to be between 0.5km and 20km, they have to be in safe areas and not go through any private property, and they must have a clear description and theme. If you can't create a route or you're looking to follow an already made route, you can check the nearby menu, swipe to the route section where you'll be able to see nearby routes. You will then be able to preview the route, see how many meters it is, and approximately how long it should take to walk. There are also some bonuses for walking routes even outside of the event. You can earn buddy candy more quickly whilst following a route. You will earn a buddy heart when completing a route with your buddy. You get an XP bonus for the first route you complete each day. After completing routes for 7 days, you will receive an increased XP bonus. If you complete a route for the first time, you get a route badge, and if you are exploring a new route, incense will attract more Pokemon. If there are certain Pokemon that you're looking to try and get more candy for, maybe to evolve for the Dex or to power up as a raid attacker or in PvP, then it would be a good time to make this Pokemon your buddy and walk some routes to get increased candy from the event bonus. You could also get your buddy to the excited state to get candy even faster. To get a Pokemon to its excited state, you need it to have 32 emotional points, which are rewarded by actions of interaction such as walking with your buddy, playing with your buddy, feeding it, and all the other actions you can see on the buddy page. Alternatively, you could feed it a Puffin instead to get it to its excited state more quickly. Once in its excited state, the distance to get candy is halved. If you are stuck on the Shiny Jirachi Masterwork research task that requires you to catch 10 Kecleon, this event will be a great time to do it with the increased Kecleon spawns at Pokestops. Also a good time to shiny hunt Kecleon if you are after it, because normally it's pretty rare. For the notable wild encounters for the event, Onix will be worth picking up because its evolved form Steelix is a strong Pokemon in Go Battle League, being ranked 10 in the Great League and 2 in the Ultra League. Eevee would be spawning, and it could be worth catching if you haven't managed to get all of the Eeveelutions yet. I do have a short video up that shows you how to get all Eeveelutions with and without the name trick, and if you are looking for that information, I'll link the video at the top of the screen here and I'll link it in the description. And maybe you have got all of the Eeveelutions but you haven't got them shiny yet, this will be a good time to shiny hunt Eevee to get all of the different shiny Eeveelutions if you are a shiny hunter. Additionally, some of the Eeveelutions have meta relevance. Umbreon is a decent pick for the Great League, being ranked 52. Sylveon is a top 10 fairy type raid attacker and not a bad pick for the Master League at rank 91. And lastly, Glaceon is a top 10 ice type raid attacker. For the field research encounters, Hisuian Sneasel will be available, and Sneasler is a decent Pokemon in the Ultra League at rank 44. Also, Hisuian Quillfish will be available, and its evolved form Overquill is a decent poison type raid attacker. In 5-star Rage during the event will be Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Raikou is worth raiding because it is a decent electric type raid attacker, and it's the number 1 electric type raid attacker in its shadow form, so worth picking up some XL candy. Raikou is also decent in the Master League, being ranked 87 and 79 in its shadow form. Entei might be worth raiding because it is a strong fire type raid attacker in its shadow form. Mega God of War will be in Mega Raids, and this Pokemon is worth raiding because it is the best fairy type raid attacker and a top psychic type raid attacker. Additionally, God of War is not a bad Pokemon in the Master League. Hopefully these tips will help you get the most out of the event. Check out this video next, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.